Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving you our April recap. My name is Morgan here at the Life of Tillmans. If this is your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm moving through this, I'm rushing and I need to slow down, but that's how I feel like our April went. So I'm going to give you guys all the details, but it was fun. So I'm going to start with, if you are looking for monthly updates, I will list the playlist down below. I will link them at the end of this video. You can follow our homeschool journey from pretty much the beginning. So I've been doing monthly updates almost this entire time that I've had the channel. So go check those out, check out the playlist, and just follow along. I'm going to give you guys a recap of curriculum. My first grader, where are we with curriculum? Okay, we honestly, you guys, we keep taking breaks, and that has really been not the best thing, but yet it's kind of been the best thing because it's what we need, but it's pushing us further and further and further back. So anyway, my first grader, we are still doing Saxon Math level 1. She has like 4 lessons left and we'll be done. So within the next week, we will be done with Saxon Math 1. We are also still doing Logic of English Foundations C, and she has probably about 20 lessons. And it's not just the lessons, because like they have lessons, then they have an assessment, then they have a reading lesson. So including all of those different things, she has about 20 to 25. So that's going to take us until the end of May, because we're not able to do a full lesson in one day. However, with a full lesson of math dropping off, we may spend more time and I may be able to get a lesson a day done with her. We just stop at usually about a half of a lesson because it's just too much to do in one day. So we take breaks and all the things. So I'm gonna reevaluate that once the math drops off and just kind of see where we are with everything. What else? We're still reading daily, doing that together. She's still coming along and doing very well. I'm really proud of her and her progress. That will be something that we really focus on even more so in the summer months, because she won't have all of the other things going on. So we're just going to keep reading, learning how to read, and doing phonics and writing and journaling and math, and that's just the journey that we're on with her. And it's fun and it has its struggles, but I just love to see her progress. My 5th grader, where is she with stuff? She is finished with math. She finished it about a week and a half ago. So I've just been having her do worksheets. She's been doing a lot of work on fractions and changing percents to a number. Those are things that she needs to practice on before she moves up in math, and she's doing really well at that actually. So we're just utilizing the worksheets that came in the back of the Horizons Math 5 curriculum as just kind of like a supplement for right now until she's ready to move on to whatever her next math curriculum is going to be. Other than that, let's see. Oh, she's also working on probability. That's another thing. So we're thinking about summer plans for her and just trying to really figure out when she's going to start new curriculum, how that's going to flow. We always go through May and they take June off, and we usually will do like maybe a few math games a day or something like that, and they'll read every day in the month of June. So it won't be heavy, and we won't actually be using the curriculum that they use throughout the school year. I'm still working on those plans, y'all. It'll all come together, I promise. What else? That's pretty much it. Oh, her ELA, she is doing easy grammar. She still has spelling going. Daily grams is a part of the easy grammar system. Vocabulary. She's almost done with all of that stuff, except easy grammar. She does have quite a bit of ways to go. She didn't start when we did easy grammar 4 until like October of her 4th grade year. And so that was kind of the same thing with this one. And easy grammar has a lot of pages. So she's just going through that. She'll keep going, and at some point we'll stop it and then restart again until she finishes, and then she'll move on to whatever she's going to do next for grammar. My 6th grader, she has like less than 4 math lessons to do. I think she has like 3 math lessons and a test, and she will be done with her math. She will also be done with her easy grammar and daily grams within the next couple of days, probably by the end of this week. And then she's ready to move on to something else. I'm really not ready to move on to something else, but my girls are ready and I don't have a choice. So like I'm going all in to get everything that we need so that they can be ready to move on. What else is she working on? I think that's it. for the girls as far as their curriculum. We are still working on family subjects. We're done with science, but we have 2 projects in the final project, and then they have their final test to do. We're going to do those this week, and then we'll be done with science until we start for the next school year. We are also still continuing in our history, and we finished up a book, Who Was George Washington? No, Booker T. Washington. We finished the book, Who Was Booker T. Washington? And then we're moving on to these books. We're going to move on to Ida B. Wells Barnett, A Voice Against Violence, and then Finding Langston, a Novel. So those will be our next reads. These are things that we will continue. We'll continue our history curriculum just all year round. It's just kind of one of those things. We move a little bit slower at it as well. So we'll just continue history until it's time for us to move on to whatever we have next. But we should be done with this history curriculum that we're using probably the end of June. And since it is mainly reading books, that'll be a part of our reading that we do in June. So it's not like, school, I guess is what I'll say about that. So we'll keep going on with those. They are still doing writing strands as well. I have my little tablet here, y'all. I have to put it all down. But they're still doing writing strands. Oh my goodness. My 5th grader, my middle daughter, her writing is like blossoming so much. And she's excited about doing it. If you followed, you know that she was not into writing. That was not her thing. She did not like it. She just didn't care for it at all. But she has done such an amazing job over the last 3 to 4 weeks with her writing. It's been great. So we're going to finish up writing strands. They are doing like 1 lesson or 1.5 lessons a week. We have about 10 lessons left and they'll be done. So that will take us into July when we start back. And then we'll move on to something else for writing. And it may be writing strands, it may not. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. Please subscribe, you guys. I'm waiting because I have some additional decisions to make when it comes to curriculum, and I'm going to convention in about a week and a half. And I really want to put my hands on a few things before I make some decisions. So I'm trying to decide because I know people are waiting on curriculum, right? But I can't necessarily do my life around what other people want, but I do have some things. It's just not everything. So tell me if you're interested in seeing curriculum. Do you want to see what I've decided on now, and then everything else I could bring that up later when I finished it, which will be by the end of May? Or do you want me to just wait? It's just really been some decisions that I need to make, and so I haven't put curriculum out. So that's all, y'all. I mean, I think that being a creator and getting the curriculum out, there's like this pressure to get it out before everyone else, because then, ideally, hopefully it would help other people to make decisions. And I'm just not feeling that this year. It's like I have some crucial decisions to make, and I'm just moving a little bit slower than what I normally do. So there's that portion of it. Okay, moving on. Let's see what's next on my agenda. Schedules. It's just been getting busy. I was thinking like, yes, we'll start slowing down, but I was expecting it too soon because we have not started to slow down just yet. We're getting there, but it's not there just yet. And so between trying to find curriculum and extracurricular activities and all these projects that I'm seeing around my house and things that I want to do and need to do, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. And so our schedule is kind of just all over the place right now. We know that we are schooling in the morning for sure, and we may leave to go and have to do some extracurricular, and we come back and we school some more, and maybe we have some other time that we have to leave, and then we finish up. We're schooling on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays too. It kind of just depends on when we could get it in. And that's what we're going with right now. It is not ideal. It is not something that's the best for our household, but it's what we're having to do right now because of all the different activities that we have going on. And I don't regret that. I know some people say, well, cut out all the stuff, but that brings joy to us. It just kind of means that I have to prioritize things a little bit differently, but the girls are still getting their education. There's no rush for us to finish. And I have to tell myself this because I'm so accustomed to us being done and moving on to the next thing by now. But that doesn't have to be how it is all the time. Things change, situations change. And so we're just going with it, and it's working out good. Okay, plans moving forward. Summer planning. The girls are in camps all in June. That's really going to be my month to get curriculum organized and flip through everything and work through my process that I normally do every year to prepare us to restart school in July. Also preparing for volleyball season. So summer planning is happening. I'm really excited for the girls and all the camps that they get to go to. They're excited as well. So that'll be something awesome. What else? Finishing up my curriculum choices. I just said that, waiting on convention, and then planning for the next school year, getting all the planners in, writing all the things down, and deciding if we're going to do our 7 weeks on and 8th week off like we did this previous school year and when that time falls. So many different things. If you want to see any of that and you just want to walk through my brain with me, let me know. Put it down in the comments and I'd be happy to do it. Sometimes it's a big old jumbled mess, but a lot of times you guys get it and understand it. So it works. What else are we doing? Ending the school year, there are some things that I like to do, which I did it last year and I shared what that looked like, but portfolios, we will do portfolios again this year. I am also going to do a transcript for my middle schooler. She is finishing up her first year of middle school, 6th grade, and I want to start doing transcripts. So when they all hit 6th grade, they will get a transcript. So I need to get that together for her as well, reorganizing our schoolroom and getting rid of things and really looking through supplements and seeing what we're going to use and just all the things. This is the time for that, and I feel like I have not been able to start it as soon as I would like to because we're still working on curriculum. So there's that part, y'all. But those are my plans moving forward, just continuing with the areas that we need to continue and just keep going. Take June off. I'm excited about that. Like I said, the girls get to go to camps and all the things. All right, so I always talk about some struggles, and I've kind of mentioned some of this already, but I am itching for a project. Lots of projects. Like there's things around my house that I want to fix. I'm a DIY girl. Anytime I can get my hands on something and work on it, I like to do so. And that's one of the downfalls of being a homeschool family. You guys, I'm sure, can relate, is that you're sitting in your home and you're seeing all of it. You're seeing that your house is not clean, or that you really want to organize this, or you really need to fix this. And that's kind of where I am. That's my spring fever type of thing. Like I really need to clean my garage out. And every time I pull in and I'm like, oh, clean it out now. But I don't have time right now. So I'm really struggling to stay focused. That's really what it is. I get up in the morning, I get my workout done. You know, we prep for the day, we do Bible time, and I'm like, ooh, I start squirreling. So I'm having to realign myself and tell God, help me to stay focused so that we can really finish the school year strong. I can say that we are still holding on strong, probably not as strong as we need it to be, but we're still going strong. But there's just so many things that I want to do, and it's really exciting for me to be able to get to do those things. And I know that the time is coming. I just got to get us past where we are right now. And we'll get there. So that's kind of been my struggle, which it brings up a laughter aspect to it, because it's like really you're excited to go do more work, but it's just a different kind of work. But I'm excited about that. So moving on to, let's see, exciting things. This is where April got insane. And it was a good insane. I had to write everything down that we did because we've done so much this month. Extracurricular activities are still going well. We still have volleyball, we still have soccer, gymnastics. I think that's all we're doing right now. Oh, basketball. Those are for extracurriculars. Oh, and band. The girls will have their band concert coming up in just a few days, and we'll be done with band for this year. So we're on our way out of extracurriculars and into some other stuff as well, but I don't think it'll be nearly as busy. So some things that we did: field trips. We went to a compost facility here, which was amazing. We got a great tour. We got to see how they do composting. This place, you can actually go and take your own bins and you get compost for free, which is awesome. I did not know that. That is really, really cool. They talked to us about the process and the nitrogen and all of the greens and the browns and mixing it all together and the temperature measurements. And Mallory got to climb the compost mound. And then we went to go and see some fish that were like mating season, I guess, or they're laying their eggs in the season. And I forget the name of the fish. I'll try to post it on the screen, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But super long fish. They grow up to like 5 feet long. They were laying their eggs in this river, which is next to a water treatment plant. So all of this fresh water, cleaned out water is coming down. So that's their preferred place. And then we got to see a huge field of wild garlic. So the girls pulled up garlic and they ate it. Mallory didn't. She's allergic to garlic, but the rest of us did. Amazing. I don't know how this huge field ended up with wild garlic, but they said that it's been there for several years and it just keeps growing. At first we thought it was onions, but we've never grown garlic in our garden before, but we got to see all of that. So that was really fun because I am definitely interested in composting. I feel like we throw away a lot of food scraps and we have leaves that are always here and just everything. And you can also take your items like your leaves and tree limbs and old wood and things like that, and you can take it to the composting facility and they'll compost all of it, which I think is amazing. So sustainability, treating the environment well, that's been a really big thing on my mind. We recycle in our home as well. So I just wanted to take it up to the next level. So I thought composting facility, perfect. And since it was like, Earth Day month, Earth month, that really fell in line with the month of April. So we did that. Another thing that we did was we got to take a free transit ride on Earth Day, because obviously if you take public transportation, that's less pollution into the air if everyone's driving their individual cars. So we just did a round trip that took us about an hour and a half through the city and back to our original location. Really fun. This is a new transit system that normally does not come out this far out of the city, but there's a need. So they've had this transit system in place now for less than a year. So buses were all clean and smelling great. And the guy who was driving the bus, he gave us tons of details and how like the lights at different intersections, you can hit a button and the lights will automatically turn everything red, and the lights for the bus will go through and they're green. And it was just a whole big process. We had a great time doing that. Okay, other things that we did. Oh, y'all, we got to travel down to Texas for this eclipse. I don't even have words for it, you guys. I really don't. Total eclipse, full coverage. Like, it got dark outside at 1:45 in the day. It was just an amazing sight to see. And I'm like, God is always working. It was so much fun. I mean, I'm just glad that we had the opportunity to experience this. I was able to experience it with my girls in our lifetime. It was just amazing. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. So we were not in the path of totality. So we traveled 3 or 3.5 hours south to be in the path of totality, which was amazing. I can't even, if you were there, you get it. I just cannot even put words to it, but it was such an amazing experience. I'm going to drop some pictures for you guys too, but so much fun. And we did that in conjunction with my youngest daughter's birthday. Her birthday was the day before the eclipse. And so we traveled, and before we left, we celebrated her birthday. She got her ears pierced per her request. She's doing amazing and loving her beautiful earrings that she has. We had lunch and we went to a huge bounce place, or whatever you want to call it. We had a great time celebrating her birthday, and this was her golden birthday. She turned 7 on April the 7th, which was really special. And the next day there's the eclipse. I'm just like, thank you, Lord. And one of my someone who follows me on Instagram talked about 7 is completion and God resting on the 7th day and just all the things. And I'm like, she has truly been a blessing in our lives. All of our daughters have, but she came into our lives in a point where we needed some changes to be made in our lives. And she, God saw that and he brought her into our lives. And I believe that it was definitely for that change that was needed. And it's been the best thing ever. So great celebrating her birthday. Now let me go back to what else we did. Oh, we did archery class. We were able to sign up for archery class, $5 per person through our Parks and Recreation Center. So we went to a nature center and we all did archery, all 5 of us, the entire family. So much fun. We will totally do it again. I've never fired a bow and arrow ever in my life, and I did it several times within an hour. So much fun. It was amazing. Now, I don't hunt or anything like that, but it was just nice. It was something different and we all enjoyed it. Even baby girl got to do it. And the bow was like 15 pounds, but she held her own. That girl had her arm up there and she did really good. So archery class, let's see, transit ride. Oh, Maggie, my middle daughter, she's been doing coding at the library. So she finished her coding class and they had a presentation. So she was able to present her coding project that she completed. and it's not complete. It's complete for the time, but she's going to continue working on it throughout the summer to really get it to where she wants it to be, to where it fully is complete. But the time that she had within the coding class was amazing. And they will be having it again starting in the fall, and we will be there every step of the way so that she can just continue to grow in an area that she's really enjoying. My thought for this month: take the time to enjoy all of it, because it will not last forever. I hope y'all had a great April. See y'all next time. Bye.